Hello everyone, welcome to this Windows channel, and this is a interesting video. It's the I call it the bad password list of 2017. Um, Tech Insider and Business Insider have released today a list of by looking at all the hacks into the database of passwords for the last year in different websites, and released, of course, the something like the 15 worst passwords, something like that. Is it 15? Oh, it's 25. Sorry, 25 worst password. So this is passwords that are the most common, 25 most common passwords that are detected that were. These are real passwords that were taken from password lists of different websites that were hacked during 2016. So if you use one of these passwords, that means you are careless about your security. It's very important, and we'll have a few tips at the end of the list itself. So, of course, number one, and I just can't believe this because you always think that, well, there should be some kind of education in the passwords eventually. But for the past 20 years, I mean, the number one spot has been this, and I'm really really amazed at how people just don't change anything. 123456 is the most popular password of all, and people think that they're safe with that. That's kind of amazing. Second, 12345678 9, of course. QWERTY, if you have an English or a American keyboard, QWERTY is the five letters on the upper left corner of your keyboard below the numbers. Now, this one is peculiar because people say, oh, nobody's going to find QWERTY. Well, it's a pattern that's easy to understand because of the keyboard. But what's even worse with this one is that it's only no, it's 6 characters, sorry, but some are 5 characters. Some are 5 characters. Some let users use less than 5 characters, and that's careless. So this one is 6, it's barely making it. And that's also something I want to say about these passwords. 6 characters is not enough. You cannot use a 6 character password today. It's been demonstrated again and again that 6 character passwords, whatever combination you put here, takes a few minutes for any computer to just find it out and hack into your accounts. It has to be much, much more. So, of course, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. That one I've seen at least a few times with some of my clients, and including one that never wanted to change it because he thought that I was joking around when I was saying, well, this is going to be hacked into, and saying, well, nobody's going to find it. And behold, one day he called me, and hey, he was hacked into his Outlook account. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Password, yeah, excellent. Put password in password. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. D reverse 98765432 1. 11 is the full letters on the top row of the keyboard. 12, my noob, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. Not good. 666 devil number, yeah. 15, I'm trying to find a pattern. What makes this password uh, kind of interesting is I don't know why. It must have some meaning somewhere, but I'm not finding it personally. If anybody can find what's the pattern in making that 15, that number 15 so popular, maybe it's something I missed out or I didn't think about, but or a TV show or anything. I don't know. 777 Well, that's not the lucky number. I can tell you that. The mix of different numbers, of course, and letters from the keyboard that go together. The number 20 also, I don't know. It's I don't know what is the, if I'm trying to check RS RJS1 LA7. I don't know. Some kind of pattern, but I don't know. Google, of course, nah. The other mixes of different letters. ZXCVBNM, which is the bottom row of the keyboard, and of course another mix of letters and numbers. So, anyways, um, you should not use easy passwords like that or patterns that are easy to find on your keyboard. You know, I always tell the same story, but it's an important one. In my years as a tech guy, one of the things that I have found very often is people forgot their passwords of different services. And I can tell you, I always tried some of the easy passwords like that people have used. And basically, I would say that at least probably 1 out of 10, 12 clients that I tried some of these easy passwords, I actually found that it was one of the passwords used. So, it's important to please make it much more complex. So, no pattern that is easy to find on your keyboard, first of all. At least, you know what? I recommend today a password that is at least 10 characters long and even more. Try to put something long. If a website accepts a password smaller than 6 characters, that website is insecure. They are idiots because you should not be able to do that. And actually, that 6 minimum characters that a lot of websites have, I'd push that to at least 8 today. It needs to be really bigger. And a mix of letters and numbers that are not possible to find. You know, and the longer it is, the better it is. In some studies, what they have actually shown is that you can actually, every time you actually add a number or a character to the password, so say you have 8 characters on your password, if you add 1, which means now you have 9 characters, you actually increase, every character you add increases exponentially the numbers of combinations. And that means that every character you add makes it so much more complex that a very long password is very difficult to find and will take months, if not years. So if you go by the rule of something unique, a mix of letters and numbers that doesn't mean anything, a 10 character or more password, you're pretty safe. Now, one of the rules is that not to use the same password everywhere. I understand that if you have lots of services, it's kind of complex. What I do personally is on unimportant things, I have a few websites that I use the same big password. But on the things that are more important, like my Gmail accounts, my bank accounts, stuff like that, they all have a unique password. And you know what? The best security today, beyond the password, the best security beyond the password, if you can turn on two-factor authentication, be it with a email, with your phone, anything. But two-factor authentication really renders almost impossible that somebody gets into your account. So if you have somebody trying to log in, even if they know your password, you need to actually accept and give access with a secret code or an application like Google Authenticator. I use a Microsoft one, which is really nice. You just have to approve from your phone, and nobody can get in. To give you an idea, I have several. My Twitter account, also a couple of other accounts that people have seen, the email, stuff like that. They've been tried. A lot of people tried to get in, and you know what? I always receive this code or this, because they try, of course, different things. They say, "Oh, I lost my password," but even if you click "I lost my password," you still have to authenticate with a device. So I receive, from time to time, I receive these texts, messages. Oh, this is the code. I know immediately that somebody is trying to hack into one of my accounts when that happens. So be very careful. It's very important. Try to, you know, a mix of letters and numbers with upper lowercase is really, really cool. Of course, punctuations or things like that could be nice. At least 10. If you respect the 10 plus and you respect the two-factor authentication, I think that you are quite safe in general. But please, if you've used one of these, or if you are using one of these passwords that I've shown you today, you are careless about your security and you need to change that password. So, bad password list of 2017. We go through this regularly, what people are using, and please stay safe. It's very important. Remember one thing, I always get this, oh, well, if my email gets hacked into, I don't care, I'm just going to create a new one. And I always say, well, that is very careless because you think it affects only you, but that email will be used to send to your contacts, uh, you know, all sorts of bad things. They can lose money. They can have their computer get ransomware because somebody's going to send in your name a attachment that will infect computers. So don't be careless and don't be stupid. This affects everybody. If your account gets hacked into, it's not just a question of I don't care. It's a question that everybody in your list, everybody that is into that you've sent email to, most of the time that email is still in there. And you know what? They're gonna send all sorts of bad stuff to these people, and it's gonna be your fault. I'm still surprised that nobody in the United States has sued someone that got hacked into for being careless about his security. A lot of people sued, big companies, but you know what? I think there's probably a case here. If you are careless with your passwords, you get hacked into, and that person gets ransomware. Of course, part of it is their responsibility, but part of it is yours. So be careful and try not to use bad passwords, please. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe, give us thumbs up. If you have any comments, questions, suggestions, let us know. And hopefully you enjoy our videos.